Hello, friends. My name is Abhishek, and you are watching Common Minds. Welcome to the second video of high impact presentations. In this video, we are going to talk about the body language, the attitude, and the mindset that we need to carry to make a effective and killer presentation. So, let's get started. It's very obvious that before our presentation we do feel nervous. Doesn't matter whether it is our first presentation or we have made numerous presentations before this. So what is the reason why this happens to us? We have to start preparing even before the main day arrives to get out of this nervousness. We need to feel confident. There are various myths that haunts our mind. We need to be good in English, we need to be an extrovert, and we need to be a born speaker to make an effective presentation. Well, these are all incorrect. Presentation skills can be acquired through regular practice. Understand your audience in advance. If you know the profile of your audience, it helps you to prepare how you want to make your presentation. If you further understand why your audience are there on that particular day, what is the whiffing part for them, you can design your content to suit their requirement. You only get one chance to create that first impression. So ensure that you create the wow factor from the very word go. Decide on how you want to start your presentation. There are various techniques how you can start a public speech or a presentation, but ensure that you use the right technique to start your presentation that suits your topic and the audience. Identify 2 to 3 important points around which you want to build your story. Do not deviate from that. Practice, practice, practice. Rehearse the content. The more you do that, the more confident you will be, as it will help you to anticipate the possible outcomes and questions of your presentation and will help you to prepare in advance for them. Most importantly, relax before the detail. The audience who are going to listen to you are also human beings, and even they might be nervous that what are you going to present? Are you going to ask them some questions? So it's a give and take relationship that will work both ways. So need not worry about it. Now, once you are in the D-Day, the final day when you are about to make your presentation, even before you face your audience, ensure to do few quick checks. First of all, be professional, reach well ahead of time. It gives you an opportunity to get acquainted to the environment around you, to know the venue, and if you are lucky, you might even find some of the audience who has arrived early. Introduce yourself to them, get their introduction. It will help you to build the trust and will work as an icebreaker. Though not a part of the body language, but a very impactful technique. TTT, test the technology. Once you have reached your venue earlier, ensure that you test the projector, the laptop, the mic if everything is working fine. Otherwise, you will be in fear throughout the entire presentation that something might go wrong while you are speaking. So it complements your body language and your confidence. Now, once you have done the basic checks and you're about to make your presentation to the audience, do not forget to set the ground rules. It's perfectly fine to tell the audience that if you are going to take the questions throughout the session, or have you kept a separate Q&A session for that. Should they keep the mobile on silent? Do they need to write notes? Anything that you want to tell them and set as the ground rule. Maintain eye contact. If you are presenting to a larger audience, it might not be possible to maintain eye contact with each and every audience. However, ensure that you look them time to time and by moving your head so that they understand that you have an engagement with them. If you are presenting to a smaller audience, it's quite easy to maintain eye contact with each and every audience. Many times it happens that we find a group of people or a certain person from the audience who is very responsive to your questions, and unconsciously we tend to start maintaining eye contact only with that person. Now, this can make the other participants uncomfortable and they might feel disengaged and ignorant. Even the person with whom you are having a continuous eye contact might start feeling embarrassed after some time. So ensure not to do that. Do not read your presentation word by word. A good presentation should have few bullets. So don't turn toward the screen and start reading the whole story. If you do that, your audience can read the screen faster than you. Don't turn your back. Stand at a right angle with with the straight posture towards your audience and then narrate your story. Avoid excessive mannerism. Many times, consciously or unconsciously, we do certain things which catches the attention of the audience. And very soon they start focusing toward that particular body language and they start building up and they start to build a pattern toward it. It becomes funny for them, and rather than focusing on your content, they start focusing that when is the next time you are going to display that particular mannerism. So mannerism is thing like putting your hands inside the pocket, keeping your hands folded, combing your hair with fingers every now and then, itching at the back of your ear, tapping your shoes on the ground, shaking hands. All these are part of mannerisms which you should avoid. Avoid hijackers. In every meeting, you will find one or two person who is trying to deviate from the agenda and take you in a different direction. Though it's perfectly fine, do not lose your cool. Keep calm and tell them that your topics are very interesting and we need to have a separate session to discuss them. Or simply tell them that these questions are not relevant to the topic you are speaking, so can we take them offline and discuss and take it further? Take meaningful pauses. It will allow your audience some time to grasp the content. Do not rush through your presentation. If required, drink water. Now, after you have done the presentation and you have gone through the details, you are about to go for a landing of your presentation. Remember, an impactful end is equally important like an impactful beginning of the presentation. So do not rush here again. Make sure that you come back to those one or two key takeaway points that you wanted your audience to remember. Keep some time for Q&A sessions. Be open to criticism. Always take questions from the audience and understand their purview, whether they understood your concept and if they have any follow-up questions. Do not get rude to their questions if you don't like it. If you don't know the answer of certain questions, tell them that you will get back to them later. It's perfectly fine, but please ensure that you do get back to them. If required, circulate the presentation to the audience along with the minutes of the meeting. Now, towards the end, how good has been presentation or how bad it was? How good was the audience or how rude they were? It doesn't matter. You need to and you must end your presentation with a smile and with a big thank you. You need to thank your audience for the time they have given to you from their precious schedule to listen to your message and understand the content. So never forget on this particular part. Well, the presentation is over, but the game is not over yet because you want to excel in this particular skill. You want to learn more and improve more. Take some time out and do some self introspect that what did you do well? Where did you feel good? What as per you did not go well? If in the audience you had any manager or your colleagues or team members sitting, always seek feedback. Don't get scared. Ask them, what did you like most about my presentation today? What could I have done different that could have created a good impact? Adopt those feedback. Last but not the least, get ready for the next big one. I hope you liked the tips I shared with you and you will try to practice them in your next presentation to be more confident and deliver more effective and killer presentations. Thank you for watching.